Hey, what's up guys? We're out here today at Quiet Waters Park with the Pavo 20 and we're going to be doing a quick review of this guy. Check it out. Alright, so I've been running the CNHL 6500 milliamp hour 70C3S batteries to get a longer flight time out of this Pavo. And then for more performance, I've been running the R-Line 5500 milliamp hour 95C batteries to keep the weight down on the drone a little bit. And with these packs, I'm getting around 4 to 5 minute flight time. With this, I can get like 6-7 minutes out of the drone. So it's pretty nice to fly around with this one for like long cinematic slow flying because I don't really need to fly fast. The drone has these nice LED lights on here so you could see the drone at night. It's kind of cool, but it does reflect off the camera and mess up your shots a little bit if you're not careful. On the remote, you have to put, so in beta flight for this drone, there's some settings in the config settings. There's something called user 1. That is the light control. So the lights already have a thing to plug in right there. So you just put them around the edges and plug them in. And then on your beta flight, the control for these will be user 1. So I just set up user 1 on off to this switch. So whenever I turn this switch on or off on my remote, I could turn the lights off. So if it's like messing with my camera shot, I can just click the lights off and I don't have an issue with that. I also had to, in order to fit these batteries, I had to put a bigger battery strap on there. It wasn't a big deal. I just went to Harbor Freight and bought some straps and threw that on there. So that was no big deal. I also bought these ND filters for the drone that work very well when I'm trying to get shots in different situations, because the camera on there is really good, but I mean, if you're shooting in high light situations, it's a little bit tough, or if you're shooting indoors, you definitely are going to need ND filters to make your shot look good. You could definitely get some really quality shots with just the O3 camera without carrying a GoPro. That's why I got this, so I could effectively learn how to fly FPV and get some cool shots with this camera. So it's definitely been good for that. I'm definitely starting to look at bigger things because I'm getting a little bit better at flying this thing, and I definitely need a little bit more out of an FPV drone. But for a starter drone, this was really good, and I'll still be able to use it for other things. It won't be like completely useless. I won't just put this in a corner now and never use it again. This is a really good tool to get shots in different areas and different situations. So let's get right into flying it. All right, so we're plugging up the 5500 milliamp hour battery. I'm gonna put my camera yay angle, put it up a little bit more, make sure my antenna's chilling. I'll put that on the ground. Goggles just linked up, so we're good. And let's get up in the air with this little guy. So this is what I was telling you guys about. About this switch. So you see the lights pop on, off, on, off, on, off. We'll leave them off because you can't see them. There's no point. All right, let's get up in the air. Arm the drone. Start recording for you guys. And we're up. So for this thing's size, very nimble. This thing just moves wherever you want it to move. Like I said, the only issue I'm having with this drone is like while I'm doing this, my transmission signal is absolute garbage. Could be the fact I'm not facing the drone directly. I don't know, but right now I'm getting a good gust of wind. This thing's just taking it, no problem. That's with the wind right there. So now I'm turning back. See if we can't work through these trees a little bit. I definitely got to figure out that transmission signal problem. Or just moving this thing around the tree. The wind caught me on the other side of that one. There's some gusts coming through, making it a little bit tough. This thing just goes. Can definitely freestyle a little bit with this drone as long as there's not too crazy of conditions. It definitely has the power to do whatever you want to do with it. That's tough. The wind was pushing me back into the pole there. It's the one thing about this drone, you gotta be, if you're in conditions like this, you just gotta send it. Because it has the power to power out. But if you're not committed, see if I can't follow this guy on the bike. Guy's looking back like, what? And all this footage that I'm taking right now is all with real steady on. So all the onboard stabilization in the 03 is on. So if it looks a little bit weird when I do like a flip, that would be why. My battery's at 11 volts, so I gotta watch it a little bit. Don't have that much longer. I don't think we're gonna bring it back before the battery gets too low. Let's land it right in the back of the truck. Perfect landing. All right, so let's throw the bigger battery in there and show you guys what we can do with that. We'll see you guys in a second. All right, so for this battery pack, I'm gonna turn the onboard stabilization off on the camera so you guys can see how this thing's really acting up in the air. So I'm running my camera with the ISO limit at 1600, and then I have the camera FOV at normal. I'm shooting 4K 60. And that would be it for my settings. All right, so let's get it up in the air. Let's arm the drone up, start recording for you guys. We're up. So with this battery, definitely feel that the drone's heavier in the air, and it definitely gets pushed around a little bit more by the wind, but it's all good. Run down this trail. Definitely losing a lot of transmission there. Turn that direction and see if it helps. Didn't really help all that much. I gotta figure out why the range is lacking on this drone. I don't know if it's that my goggles might be limiting me. I don't know if it's the antenna on the drone. I don't know what it is. Go back this way. This definitely is a really fun drone because of how much power it has. I mean, that's full throttle. That thing just goes. There's the ski lake over there. Bring this thing down through the trees. Very maneuverable little drone, but as you guys could see, as I was like coming down there into the wind, you see you do get a little bit of motion. But with the reel steady on, you don't see any of that. Pretty crazy. I'm gonna start watching my battery level. It's starting to get low. Follow this car. The reel steady on, this shot would probably look really good. Starting to lose signal. Yeah, bring it back. This battery is just about done. Probably push this battery a little bit further, but that's how windy it is. Don't think I'm going to. I'm getting pushed right now in the wind. Oh, still set it down nice though. All right, let's pick this up. The O3 unit on the Pavo definitely gets really hot, so you don't want to leave a battery plugged into it for any longer than you really have to, because this thing will heat up and overheat, and that's not good. But overall, I think the Pavo's a really good drone. I think it's definitely something you guys should consider if you haven't already considered buying it. It's a cool little tool. It's a cool little toy. It's just a cool little thing to have. I think that's going to be it for today's video, and hopefully we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Follow in my footsteps, I see